Good morning, East Chicago. This is Mayor Anthony Copeland. Today, I'm gathered here to talk to you about a historical occasion. Today is a historical occasion because we're coming together, the executive side of government, the legislative side of government, and the foundations to broker a deal for a new local development agreement. The new local development agreement will determine how the 3 3/4% revenue coming into the city from the casino would be distributed. Currently, 2% goes to Twin City Foundation, 1% comes to the city, and 3/4 goes to Second Century. I can tell you it's historic because never before have the city council been at this deal and the executive body and the foundations at the same time. This will be done in an executive session. The executive session will be held. It is outside of the public realm only because we will be dealing with legal issues. Because of this, you will not see the inner workings of the meeting, but we are going to show you those who are coming to assemble to broker this deal. So again, I am humbled by this historic reason that we're coming together, and you will truly be represented well. So East Chicago, I know that you have heard many rumors, many half-truths, but today I can proudly tell you that we're coming together to decide in an open forum how this money should be distributed fairly, equitably, and also in the eyes of the public. Thank you.
All right, I think it was a very productive meeting. I think we're going to really, I think it's going to be good. I expressed my opinion. They have decided that these casino cities should pay for that.
I didn't want that.
And
that's none of our intentions. None of our intentions is that. Go back.
Hello, East Chicago. This is Mayor Anthony Copeland. I'm here with the Executive Director of Twin City Foundations, Mr. Russ Taylor. We have just concluded our meeting that was an executive session. It was a very productive meeting. I'm truly humbled to be in his presence. This is our first step in bringing about a true contractual agreement between the foundations and the city of East Chicago so that we can broker a new local development agreement, or LDA as it is affectionately talked about. Mr. Russ Taylor, maybe you would want to share some of your feelings about the meeting without going in depth.
Thank you, Mayor. We shared a lot today with the Common Council and the Mayor and our Board of Directors, and there's a lot to think about, so we decided we needed some time to crunch some numbers and figure some options out. So that's what we're going to do.
And the one thing, Russ, that I'm proud about is that we have agreed to disagree. But the one thing we have not lost sight on is the greater good. We're moving toward doing the greater good for the community. The City Council and the executive side have admitted that in the 13 years that the foundation have served us, they have served us admirably, they have served us respectfully, that they do things that we on the executive and the legislative side of government may think that we can do, but we can't. They have the infrastructure in place to have dollars flow throughout the community to be dispersed fairly. So that part,
humbled me, Russ, in our meeting.
Yes, well, thank you very much, Mayor. We've worked hard to do an admirable job. We passed every test. We've been found to be doing a good job by the Gaming Commission and the authorities of the state, so we look forward to working with the city.
And you know, Russ, it's funny when you say look forward working with the city. I can remember as a councilman at large that when we came to an impasse, when the previous administration came to seize upon the dollars and the foundation found itself having to fight for mere survival. And I can remember being at the Gaming Commission hearing in Indianapolis and being the sole councilman on the side saying the foundations had a right to exist. I believe that then, as a councilman at large, fighting alongside of you to keep your share of those dollars going into the community, and I believe that now. That is the position I take. But sometimes people may not understand that when you become the chief executive of the city, you take a broader view. You must look at all of the monies coming into the city. But the one thing I have not lost sight of, and I have never wavered from, is that the foundations do have a right to exist. Russ, I believe that then as a councilman at large, and I believe it now as the chief executive of this city.
And I think what we need to do now is figure out how the city and the foundations can work to the best possible ability for everybody.
And you know, with that said, Russ, I'm going to reach out, we're going to touch hands, and we will come to agreement, and it will be one that the city is proud of, because the one thing I can tell you, their eyes will be upon us as we take our share of the money and allocate it into the community to do infrastructure problems, fix infrastructure problems, and we will watch them also. But it's a funny thing, while they're watching us and we're watching them, we are on one accord that these dollars will flow into the community to do the greater good across the city of East Chicago. So again, Russ, this is a historical occasion today, and I'm truly humbled to be in your presence.
Thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Bye.